Hi everyone, I'm Jam.
And I'm Faye.
And we're gonna try to do the thing. And today we are making
Shiratama Dango and Mitarashi Dango?
Yes. Yep, so the Shiratama Dango is the strawberry dango, and then we have Mitarashi Dango, which is a sweet and savory dango that has a, like, kind of almost like a teriyaki sauce. Not like the same. And why'd you pick dango?
Because it has strawberries and I love strawberries and they look so tasty.
Yeah, they do look really good. I mean, you see them in anime all the time and they always look really good. Like, you get the food in the series that just looks super good and you're like, God, could I make that? Could I make that at home? This is actually really easy. So the reason why we did two, I chose Mitarashi because I like it. I get it from the stores all the time and I just sounded good. But the reason why we're doing two is because each one only takes about 15 minutes. So this is something that you can make at home super, super easily. And you can really put whatever fruit puree that you want in there for the Shiratama Dango. You can use strawberries, raspberries, I don't know, grapes might work. They might be too wet, but you could try it. So yeah, try whatever you want, make it your own. And as always, in the description, we'll go ahead and post where we got the recipes from and which recipes we are trying in specific. And let us know if you tried it out and let us know how you liked it. Okay, so first we're making the Mitarashi Dango. So we need 50 and 80 grams, okay, 50 and 30, so 80 total grams of rice flour. How much is 11 cups?
That's a good question.
Can somebody figure that out for me really quick? I don't have a food measurement, so I think it's like a little under a cup, or maybe it's about a cup. 1 cup for 80 grams? Okay, perfect. All right. So maybe, yeah, here. Can you grab me a chopstick?
Yes.
I'm gonna do a little under a cup because I already got some in the bowl. I guess I want you to level it out so you can use a chopstick to level things, but I already got some in the bowl, so I don't want it to be super level anyway, so I guess I don't need it. I lied. I'm a liar. Okay. And then we need about half of this silken tofu. Okay, so would you mind pulling it up so I can have both side to side? I need to know how much of the tofu we need. So I think we need tofu for both. Yeah. Gotta have both open so we know what we're doing. Alright. Okay, so this one needs 50 grams and the other one needs 100. So that one is gonna need more. So this one's gonna need the majority of what's here. Okay. So do you wanna grab a spoon out of that drawer right there?
This one?
Yeah. Just any spoon.
This one?
Yes.
You have really cute spoons.
Thank you. They were my great-grandparents. And then we'll need about 3/4 of what's in there in here. You can use an eyeball. We're not being like super great, like perfect today and everything.
About that much?
Well,
Okay.
you need 3/4 of what's in this bowl total, so you need the majority of it in here.
Oh, okay.
Probably one more scoop. Yeah, I think that should be good. And then we'll save the rest of that for the other one.
Strawberry.
And then I'm gonna grab a second bowl for the sauce. We're gonna use this one. Okay, so we need a tablespoon of soya, which my tablespoon is still in here. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Okay, so here's this. So we need a tablespoon of soy sauce, and you can put it over the bowl, or I'm sorry, this one, yeah. So whenever you're measuring stuff, measure it over the bowl that you're using. So put that in, and then I need 1 teaspoon of kneading, so get the teaspoon. You're fine. 1 teaspoon of kneading, and this is a sweet cooking wine. It's, oh yeah, 8%. Cooking wine, it doesn't taste good to drink, don't drink it. And then we need 3 tablespoons of water. Okay. Did you do tablespoons or teaspoons?
Was it teaspoons or tablespoons?
It was tablespoons.
Oh, it was tablespoons.
Okay, so I need about 1.5 tablespoons in there.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Here's a half tablespoon measurement, but that's fine. You can tell Faye doesn't cook very often.
I do not.
That's okay. We are learning today. Keep that on. I need that still. And I need 3 tablespoons of sugar. It calls for coconut sugar, but you can also use regular sugar. You're allergic to coconut, so we don't want to do that to anybody. Okay, so here's this, and then we need 3 tablespoons of sugar in there. So shake it down so it's not past the line. Yeah, that's good. You just don't want it like going over the edge. No, that's good. Okay. So when you're doing measurements, this is why I was saying use a chopstick. We're gonna learn today. So if you do this and you see how it's like a little bit higher than the line here, you just drag this across it and it takes off the excess and then it's a perfect tablespoon. Okay. So this is, chopsticks are handy for lots of things. They're also really great for whisking eggs. Okay, and then we need, so get the 1 teaspoon, TSP, it should say on it. And we need, so get 1 full teaspoon and then a half teaspoon. And then again, grab chopstick. It's especially useful for super sticky powders, which is fine. We're gonna be covered in flour by the end.
Okay,
It's
so
totally fine.
1.
So 1, and then a half a teaspoon. Oh, yes. There you go, perfect. Okay, so we'll set that aside for right now because we're actually gonna have to cook that down into a syrup. So we'll set this guy over here for right now. Okay, so we already have the bamboo sticks soaking in water. The reason why you want to put your bamboo sticks soaking in water for a little bit before you start is because it's easier to get the dango on the stick, and it also makes it so that for Mitarashi dango you actually have to roast it over an open flame, or you can use like a kitchen torch or whatever, and we don't want to burn the stick, or at least we want to try to get the stick as underburnt as possible. You know, words. You don't want to burn the stick. Okay. So we need to knead this until it forms a dough. So let me, it's already over here. So go ahead and, so the best way to knead with a spatula is just keep working. Nope. So you're going to want to press. So press it down into there really good and start slowly incorporating it towards you. And then toss and then pull it in more. And then once it gets too hard to do it with this, start using your hands. Okay, so you can keep going.
Oh my god, it's a pig.
It is! It's a little piggy. And if you have rings or anything, you can take them off. Okay. I saw one of those. It'll be fun. That's what it's neat. Don't be afraid to get your hands messy while you're cooking. It's half the fun. So I do, if I'm doing stuff like kneading, I will take my rings and stuff off because they get like little bits in there and it gets really hard to clean. So we don't want to deal with that. But don't be afraid to get your hands messy, especially when you're making dough. Dough of any kind is kind of a messy business, and it does need your hands. So it is gonna be easier. I'm sorry, I had to do a bad dad joke. So you're gonna need your hands. I'm getting the head shakes behind the camera right now. Everyone's just like, can't believe you just did that. I can. So yeah. So at this point, since it's pretty crumbly, you can just wipe that off with your finger. Our hands are clean, don't worry. Just wipe that off with your finger into the bowl. And then, yeah, that's good enough. You can just set that down. Yeah, just sit it on the counter here. and then start kneading with your hands. Because you're gonna squish hard. You wanna put a lot of pressure in there. So you wanna squish really hard and then flip it over, and then keep squishing. And if we need a little bit more tofu, I can put a little bit more in there, because that's what's making this moisture wet. So let me know if you need it.
Is it painful to try and watch me cook?
No. I just want to help you. Okay, so here. Okay. So grab. Okay, and then you can also press with your knuckles, and it will help. Pressing with your knuckles is actually might be fine. And then you just gotta keep gathering it together. So
So it's not too dry.
Not quite. Yeah, this actually might be a little too crumbly. We don't want it to be super crumbly. And it's still a little bit crumbly, so
It
we'll
feels
kind
like
of-
kinetics.
It does feel kind of like kinetic sand, you're right. It really does. So I'm gonna put 2 more scoops in there. And then, yeah, go ahead. Just mix it all in with your hands. It might be a little bit cold and wet now. I'm not applauding. There's a trash can. Don't break anything. We haven't broken anything yet. Knock on cardboard. Cardboard? This isn't cardboard. This is wood. It's been a long weekend, all right? Cardboard. This is real wood, for the record. I don't know. I think it's acacia wood. I was gonna say I don't remember, but I think it's acacia wood. Is it feeling better? Oh, let me see. That's much better. It's feeling much better. This actually might almost be done. Okay, so then what you can do is you can get it into a ball and you just start pressing. You see how it like just starts to stick to it? If you can do this, your dough is about ready. So it's all starting to stick together. Just popped my knuckle, don't worry, I didn't break anything. Kneading is serious business. It's hard.
Yeah.
You gotta have a lot of hand strength and wrist strength, or at least stamina, to do it for a long period of time. Okay, so now you can touch it and feel that it's kind of like Play-Doh.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like Play-Doh. So now what we want to do is we want to get these into about 12-ish equal parts. If we make more, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. So, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. So, we can start, you can just pinch off a little bit like this. You just kind of squeeze it, pinch off a little ball. Make sure it's not too big. So this one's probably a little bit on the big side. And then roll it. Press while you're rolling. Gotta put a little bit of pressure while you're rolling, otherwise it'll. Oops. Saved it. Yeah, it'll start to come apart. So you can probably make it a little bit bigger than that. I mean, you can also make it that. This size is like probably a little bit better. Mine's a little bit big.
That's like my bike size.
Yeah, mine's actually too big for me. This is a better size for me too. I just keep making them like that size. Like that's just standard, I guess. Okay, so now that we're all finished with this, we're gonna go ahead and boil these and then cook them over an open flame. And then once we're done with that, you guys can see, and I think we also have to cook the sauce. Yeah, we also have to cook down the sauce. So once all that stuff is done, we'll show you guys putting it together. And yeah, it'll be tasty. We'll be right back. Hi, we're back. Okay, so now I'm gonna have you skewer the dango, and then I'm gonna be doing the roasting. So it's gonna be 3 per skewer. Be careful not to poke yourself. If you need to, you can wet your fingers a little bit, just with a little bit of water, so that it doesn't stick as much to your fingers. And then I will be roasting back here. Okay, so go ahead. You can make the first one because you can turn the sink. Pause it. Okay, so I'm gonna get the first one and then I'll just take it over there with me. So go ahead, push it down just a smidge. You want them pretty close to each other. Okay. And these aren't very hot. After you take them out, they cool pretty quickly. They're not super hot. You can make sure that they're kind of close to the top. They do make your fingers sticky. So then, yeah, show those. There you go. That's a good spot for them. Okay, so I'm gonna get these roasted. This is a silicone brush. This is really nice for like grilling and stuff like that. You can get the flavor on here. For baking, it's really nice to put the egg wash on. It's just easier to clean than like a regular basting brush, I think, because it's silicone and there's not a bunch of tiny little bristles in there. Plus, you don't run the risk of getting like little hairs or anything on there. So we're just gonna take each one of these. I'll show you what I'm doing and then you can try a couple. So we'll just take this sauce while they're still warm and brush it all the way around. You want to make sure it's really well coated. So get in the little nooks and crannies, and there you go. Okay, so go ahead and give it a try. You got this. I believe in you. Use the flat part of the brush, the big wide part. There you go. Yeah.
It's probably like the easiest part.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty easy. So if you want to make these without doing the roasting and stuff like that, it is so much faster. But I did want to give it that little bit of char. I like it. It gives it a nice flavor, I think, on the outside.
It's like s'mores.
Yeah, kind of. It's like a savory s'mores. Got you, I got you, I got you. Okay, there you go. That's the stick I burned, so it's shorter than the rest of them. This is fine. It'll be fine. You can still eat them. They'll still taste good. There's just less stick to hold.
It's more flavor.
Yes. So yeah, push what's already on here into the little. Yeah, there you go. Those are the little nooks and crannies. This is actually totally vegan. As for this recipe specific, because there's no milk or meat products or anything like that in it. Just make sure that if you are vegan, pay attention to the kind of sugar that you're buying. Not all sugar is vegan.
This is gluten-free too.
It is gluten-free. This is totally gluten-free because specifically I don't use soy sauce. I can't have gluten, so I use tamari. Tamari sauce is soy sauce without the gluten. That's all it is.
Okay. So this is a pretty healthy.
This is actually a pretty healthy snack, yeah. Comparatively speaking, it's pretty high in sugar, pretty high in carbs, obviously because of the rice. But it's not bad if you're looking for that kind of high carb snack, which is nice to have. And you can refrigerate these and keep these for a few days wrapped in plastic wrap, so they will keep in the fridge for a while too. So that's nice. You can just kind of like make them and snack on them for a few days.
Camping.
You can. All right, so we're gonna do the taste test on these guys, and then we're gonna get started on the other type of dango that we have to make. Are you guys ready for the taste test? All right, we need our tasters. For you. Don't try it yet, don't. Come on, eat one.
Is it good?
because it's my fault. You got this. Itadakimasu. You like it?
Yeah.
You do?
Really good.
Okay. I'm so glad. And you're not lying, right? You actually
No,
really okay.
really good.
I really like it.
All of them are-
I don't see it. You're totally fine. It's a really good snack, which I'm grateful for because after staring at food, you're like, I just want to eat what I'm cooking. Pull it off sideways. You got it, you got it. Or you can just do that, just bite it in half. That's fine too.
Very chewy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of cleaning up really quick, and then we're going to get started on the second recipe. We'll be back in a couple minutes. I thought you were going to save one for your dad.
Oh, am I? I don't know. I feel not nice anymore.
Okay, we got to clean up a little bit, and we got set back up, so now we're going to make the Shiratama Dango. Okay, so in here, put the tofu. So put about 3/4 of what's in there first. You always want to start, if you feel like you're going to end up needing more, you always want to start with less. Otherwise, you don't want to end up with a really wet mixture. And since this is also going to have basically like a strawberry jam almost mixed in with it, we don't want it to be too wet at first.
Yeah.
So go ahead and put probably like 1 more spoon. And then you can set the rest aside. And then for this, we need about half of the flour. So you're going to add half of the flour to this, and then later we're going to add half of the flour later on. So we're going to do half a cup. It's about 100 grams, so it's like a tablespoon over. You know what? I'm not doing this anymore. This is terrible to do that out of. So I'm just gonna do this. Look smarter, not harder, right? Okay. Go ahead and level me off. Do it again the other direction. There you go.
There's it. I just kind of.
It happens when you have. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and mash that first. So if you want to start mixing that up, I'm gonna start cutting our strawberries, and I'm gonna get this ready. Do I have to knead it? Yeah, you'll have to do the same thing. So you want to mash and push it into the dough as much as you can. And then I'm gonna get the strawberries into this bowl after I get them all cut. So we need about 50 grams of strawberries, which is about how many we have. Don't judge me. Oh my god, these are so sweet. These are super sweet. Hopefully that's as sweet as the one I just ate.
That one was really bitter.
Was it really? Oh no! That's okay, there's gonna be stuff added to this. It's gonna be sweet and bitter.
Of course, the one I had was bitter.
I know, right? Go figure.
It looks like it's gonna need more tofu. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you're probably safe to add the rest of the tofu in there. Okay. I got you a really red one too. How was that so bitter? I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
Maybe I just have a really strong sweet tooth, so maybe it just tastes bitter to me.
That one's pretty bitter. Very tart. Very tart. Okay.
Make strawberry tarts.
So then this guy goes in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna mash it up and see if it's good or not, and then it might need a couple more seconds. Did you just fling dough at me? You want to fight? Yay, that's looking pretty good. And then we're gonna add more flour and then add the strawberries to that.
It's kind of squishy.
Yeah.
It's kind of cold.
Kind of cold.
Kind of cold.
Probably from. You can stick this in the sink. I almost said put it in the microwave. Don't do that. Don't put metal in your microwave, kids. You know what I really like?
A potato masher.
I don't have a potato masher. Oh man. This is what I got. I have an immersion blender, but I think that might be a little too extra for what we need. You know, I really like how like the cooking YouTubers have like custom kitchens now. And I was thinking the other day, what happens? Because like the kitchens are like, they have like the cook stuff on the island and stuff so that they can like record, right?
Yeah.
What happens if they ever sell that property and the person who buys the house is like, why is all the cook stuff in the middle of the kitchen? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What happens? Are we just going to accept the way of life? We're like, it's fine, it just belonged to our YouTuber once upon a time.
A lot of like the cooking YouTubers that I've seen have like really fancy equipment too, and I'm
They
like,
do.
why would a normal person have that?
Yeah, I always think that too. They're like, just get out your sous vide machine that was $700. It's like, I don't have a machine to do sous vide. What?
I'm fancy
No.
enough to have an air fryer.
I have an air fryer,
Yeah.
but it was given to me by a friend of mine who moved to another state. They didn't want to take it with them.
I just like making fries, steak fries and corn dogs in it. And my dad likes wings.
I make Korean corn dogs and
What's the difference between American and Korean corn dogs?
a lot.
I mean, I believe that.
There's a lot of
But,
difference. They're seasoned differently. They usually use a fish sausage instead of a pork or a beef sausage. And then most of the time they'll be like half cheese and then half the sausage.
Oh, okay.
And
See, I always believed corn dogs were paperwork, and my mom's like, no, ours have chicken in them. And I'm like, don't ruin that for me.
you don't like chicken,
I
right?
do not like chicken.
Is it just a flavor thing or?
I don't know. I just like really hate birds, so I guess I kind of moved over to chicken too.
You hate birds, so you won't eat chicken? Wouldn't you want to eat the birds so that
I
there's
don't
less
know.
of them?
I also like don't like the idea of eating fish either. But I do like chicken wings from McDonald's. I just don't like chicken any other way.
You are so wild.
I know.
How does this happen? Who did you wrong? I don't have a potato masher. This is gonna take me a minute. But like Uncle Roger says, pounding is the best. Sorry, children.
It's okay. I didn't get it.
That's fine. I'll tell you when you're older. What is my brain today? Done. It's done. My brain is done today. That's what it is. Just take out all of your repressed anger on your strawberries.
And have all the muscles.
Just on one side.
Just on one side.
I'm gonna have one beefy arm like Trogdor. You know what Trogdor is?
No. Am I allowed to rinse my hands off?
No, because you don't know what Trogdor is. You can never wash your hands again. I'm about to learn you today.
You're about to learn me today.
I'm about to learn you today.
It's an education.
Getting you an education today on memes. You know what Trogdor is? Trogdor was a man.
A real man?
And then he was a dragon man. And then he was just a dragon.
Oh.
It'll make sense in a minute. I'm showing her what Trogdor is after this. You guys know what it is. Shout out to all of you. Okay, so we're putting the strawberries in now. I'm gonna keep eyeballing you.
Wait, so I have to use my hands and strawberries?
Yes.
It's like brains.
There's
It's like brain guts.
you'll be fine. Brain guts?
Brain
Is
guts.
it brainer or is it guts? Those are two different things.
No, it's brain guts. It's guts from the brain.
Okay, don't do anything yet, so stop to add more flour. Now we put the other half of the flour. There was a video called 50 Emails And my friend Tiffany and I were super geeking out on way too much sugar. It was like freshman year of high school.
And this one sugar didn't make me sick.
Mood. So you can start mashing that. You can start with a spoon and then get in there with your hands.
What's that, by the way? Because I can't read that.
Mochiko.
Mochiko? Is that a type of flour?
It's a type of flour.
Oh, okay. So it's like
It's a type of
fruit.
It's rice flour.
Oh,
This is
okay,
what
okay.
you use to make dango and mochi and daifuku and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so I can't use normal flour?
No.
Okay.
No,
Maybe
no.
I'll use normal flour.
Do not use normal flour. It
Will
will
not
not
use
be the same
flour.
consistency at all.
Alright.
It might be really gross, actually. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so my friend, story time. My friend Tiffany and I in high school, we were super hyped up on caffeine and Mountain Dew, and we've been gaming all night. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
As you did in high school?
As you do in high school. And so we were like being really goofy, and we were watching Homestar Runner videos. It was like, submit your question, because we're going to be reading questions and we're going to pick the best questions. But since we're from Arizona, we thought Arizona was too boring.
It is.
So it is, as it do. And so we decided to say we were from California instead, because we're both big Disney people, and we were like, you know what? What's a better state? And we were like, California, duh, it has Disneyland.
Yeah.
So that's what we went with. So we said it was from Jess and Tiff in California. And so if you guys watch the 50 emails, yeah, there you go. So there's some inside jokes with that, and Zero and I quote it all the time, and we quote it with another friend of ours as well. Yeah, there's the joke. So if you guys know what it is, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've seen that episode. If you even know what I'm talking about.
So it's a YouTube channel?
Oh gosh, it was on Newgrounds, right? Wasn't it from Newgrounds originally?
What's Newgrounds?
You're so young. I'm dying. It's from this website. I don't even know if Newgrounds is still up and running.
You say
They're saying no.
very uncomfortably warm.
Yeah, it's gonna be warm. There's warm strawberry. Is it burning your flesh?
No.
Then we're fine. It's probably just
very
weird.
very sticky.
Oh my god. Here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm taking over.
It's all stuck to my fingers. Here, take some of that out.
Okay.
It does taste like sand.
It tastes like really soft sand right now. It's not cooked. So we are going to go ahead and cook these guys. These ones don't have to be flame grilled. They just need to be boiled. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna finish working with these, and then we'll show you when it's done. When it's all put together, we'll do our taste test. From here, it's really simple. You just boil them for a few minutes in a pot, and then you decorate them all pretty, and that's what we're gonna do later. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes when we're ready to decorate. Okay, bye. Hi, we're back again. So we rolled them into little balls, and we got them all cooked up, and now they're nice and mushy. Well, not mushy, but springy. So we're gonna go ahead and put some strawberries and then condensed milk over each. Yeah, let's go ahead. Oops. That was another thing that we did is we cut the strawberries.
Might be some soy sauce in some of them.
It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Could be worse.
It could be. There's like 5 of these ones. Okay, yeah, it's about even. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a spoon and we're going to drizzle the taste buds over. Grab our dessert spoons as well while I'm here. So these are our little dessert spoons and forks.
I love that I got them.
Together I have more. Drizzle it nice and pretty all over. Take another spoonful and drizzle it nice and pretty.
Oh, that looks so good.
It does look really
It looks
good.
really good. I don't know if I can see that, but
Yeah, you can lift it higher. Really tasty.
it's also very cute little spoons.
They are. I got them from H Mart.
It looks super cute, guys.
Shout out to H Mart. And I collect cute rice bowls. I just really like cute rice bowls.
So this one is not as healthy as the other.
It is not. It has a sweet condensed milk, which if you've never had condensed milk before, it is like a syrup. It's like a milk syrup, basically.
Like icing.
Yeah, kind of. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit extra, just in case, and then let me go hand these out.
You gotta try one bite. I made it.
Come on, just
Yeah.
one bite. One bite isn't gonna hurt you. You don't have to eat the rest of it. We'll finish it, trust me. Okay, here we go. Itadakimasu. What do you think?
These spoons are too small.
It's very hot.
It's hot.
I think it's kind of hot, but it's really good.
I didn't want to wait for these to cool. And it's honestly not that unhealthy because there's like not really sugar in the mix. It's just the naturally occurring sugars from the strawberry. And the drizzle of condensed milk, which there's like half a teaspoon of condensed milk on each. So it's actually pretty, it's not terrible for you. It's not like the worst dessert you could have. So, these are actually usually served during Hinamatsuri. You know what Hinamatsuri is?
Girls' Day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Hinamatsuri is one of the most important holidays in Japan, and little girls get all sorts of really nice presents, and this is really commonly eaten during Hinamatsuri. So maybe next time during Hinamatsuri, you will try to make this for yourself and enjoy it at home. And yeah, are you happy with it? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it too. Thank you guys for watching so much. Let us know what you want to see us try to make next. Bye-bye.